Good morning, student. I am Manish Pandey from LPM Public School. Today I am going to explain you fourth chapter of class 7, and that is Dr. Gore and the Giggling Host, written by Mala Marva. Okay. So in this short story by Mala Marva, a doctor tries to outwit a host who giggles at him. Actually, doctor wants to defeat a host who always giggles at the doctor. We want to find out what happens. Now we will read the story to find out what happens. Okay, why this is happening to the doctor. Every time Dr. Golaknath Gore got up to fetch a glass of water, whenever Dr. Golaknath was feeling thirsty, he wanted to go outside his room where fountain, drinking fountain was placed. So he went there to fetch a glass of water from that fountain, drinking fountain. He would hear someone giggling. So Dr. Golaknath would hear someone someone is smiling at him. So Golaknath could not understand from where the voice is coming. He looked around but could not find anything. He would peep into the storeroom. He will look into the storeroom and look clearly at the nurses and even the patients. So very strangely he will look at the nurses and patients who is making sound. But he could not for the life of him make out which of them would produce that peculiar kick sound. But however hard he tried, doctor could not understand who is producing that kick sound. Okay. So doctor became very perplexed. Like a child giggling uncontrollably. Actually, when a smile child is smiling uncontrollably, and nobody can stop him from smiling. So, like a child, that host was smiling. This went on for weeks. So this continues for weeks, and Dr. Gore could not understand what is happening to me. Dr. Gore plump, bald, and by now very bothered. So Dr. Gore was a very fatty person, and bald means head without hair. Okay, he was and by now very bothered. So he was very disturbed person. He was not able to think. Okay, thought he was going bonkers. So Dr. Gore thought he was becoming crazy. Okay, because all these things which are happening to him. For example, he put the thermometer in a patient's pocket instead of under his tongue. So when he wanted to check the temperature of patient, he put thermometer on patient pocket instead of under the tongue. So he became absent-minded person. Once he shook hand with a skeleton in his room. So because of his absent-minded things, he just shook hand with the skeleton instead of the doctor from the other department. Then of course he yelled loudly in fright when he shook hand with the skeleton. So he just yelled in fright, loudly in fright. When something crazy like this happened, so it is abnormal situation for the doctor, because that doctor was unable to understand what is happening to me, why I am doing like this, because that doctor became absent-minded So doctor was doing all these things. He would hear sneezing, ki ki ki. Sneezing means voice of smiling. Okay, so whenever doctor and wherever doctor will go, he will hear ki 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 sound from the ghost. He was certain that it was a noisy ghost having a good laugh at him. So doctor, actually when sound was coming, doctor was peering at the direction of that sound, but he could not find anybody there. The doctor thinks that it is a just act of ghost who is making laugh at me. One afternoon, Dr. Gore decided to check a file on one of his patients. So on one afternoon, Dr. Gore thought that okay, I should pick up one file of my patient from the cell, topmost part of the cell. He pulled out a screechy metal ladder. So when he pulled out a metal ladder, very harsh sound made by that ladder, and climbed it to reach the topmost cell. And doctor climbed on the ladder to reach upmost part of the cell of the cupboard where the file was. File was at the top of the cupboard. So, but in a hurry he missed his step, and before he knew what was happening, and before he come to know what was happening, he flew down like a fat bundle of cloth. So he fell from the ladder from top to bottom. He fell from the bottom, from the ladder, and landed on a swivel chair, and just landed on a turning chair. Okay, round chair. Who can swiveling chair means who can take a round. With a poop, the files rained down like so many flapping, scratching birds all around him. So when he landed on the chair, so with this, all the files from the topmost of the cupboard just landed on the doctor like a birds flapping their wings and making some harsh sound. As if as if that was not all, as if that was not enough, a bottle of indelible ink means ink cannot be removed. The bottle of indelible ink, left open by mistake, toppled over and fell all over Dr. Gore's lovely bald head. So all the inks fell on Dr. Gore's bald head. It was then that as Dr. Gore was sailing around and round with indelible ink tickling into his ear and sheet of paper and folders floating about him that he heard it again, ki 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 ki. So when the indelible ink was falling from the top of the cupboard, tickling one by one in his ears and in his beard, and Dr. Gore was taking around on that chair. So again he heard a sound, ki sound. Dr. Gore, who normally would not hurt a fly, so Dr. Gore was a very kind-hearted person. Okay, and he never hurt a fly. Even a fly was furious. So at that time he became very furious. He was angry. Who is doing such things with me? Why I am disturbed? I am very much disturbed. Was furious. He swelled out of the swirling chair. So he moved out quickly from that chair and charged out into the corridor. So he went into the corridor. Everyone who saw his face got a shock. So actually normally Dr. Gori was a very simple and very cheerful man, but at that moment, who saw his face was shocked because Dr. Gori was very much surprised and angry. And one patient who had just been cured of fainting fits, one patient just had been cured of seizures, fainted again. So he relaxed after watching the face of Dr. Gore. He was yelling at the top of his voice, "Hark! There is a prank playing poltergeist in this hospital." The doctor was very angry and telling that somebody is playing tricks, a ghost is playing tricks on me. And the ghost, certainly one ghost is there in my hospital. I, Dr. Golu Gore, shall trap it, so I will catch that ghost with my unparalleled powers of super and time upholder poltergeist. Okay, this is the term used in ghost stories. So I will trap that ghost with my bigger or better ability than anybody else. So I will trap that ghost. Okay. I shall utterly splash it, and he raced off into his study next room. So just in angry, he entered into his next study room. The hospital was buzzing. What a poltergeist! Now in the hospital, everybody was talking about what, a ghost, a poltergeist in this hospital. Is not that a kind of ghost? Is poltergeist, is that a kind of ghost? Yes, it is. The sort that makes things disappear and the sort that bothers you with funny sounds. So the sort that makes things disappear. Actually, that ghost can make disappear anything and can make harsh sound. Okay. Did you actually see one in this hospital? So anybody can see that ghost in this hospital? Really, yes, said an assistant. So assistant said, yes, I saw one in this hospital. I heard it once while I was in his study. It is a funny sort of sound. So that assistant is telling, yes, once I heard that sound and that was very funny sound. And that funny sound goes kiki, a giggling ghost. And Dr. Gore has declared he is going to splash it. Now, Dr. Gore announced that he will catch that ghost anyhow, anyway, with his unparalleled powers of what was it he said. So, unparalleled powers means bigger or better abilities than those of anyone else. So, Dr. Gore said that I have bigger and better power abilities to catch that ghost. The low voices of the worried staff went on and on. So all the staffs became worried. They are thinking, oh, what will happen now? How Dr. Gore will catch the ghost. Dr. Gore sought out of his room again. Now Dr. Gore went into his room again. Some of the ink had come off on his cuffs, but a great deal of it was still there. Actually, Dr. Gore was trying to remove ink, but a great deal of ink was still there. Okay, and some of inks were removed from his cuffs. So it looked like a piece of used blotting paper. So Dr. Gore was looking like a used blotting paper because some spots of ink was already there. He had a thing like a hypnotist disc in his hand, or round piece of glass with a thread attached. So Dr. Gori was looking like a disc. Okay. So okay, thank you very much, children. Next part of the rest of the story we will study tomorrow.